If they don't have Tim Tams, then shut up. How's that? We recording? Welcome to another episode of Tangled Rights. Leave that in. Welcome to another episode of Tangled Rights. I'm one of your hosts, Justin W. Wilson, along with Shane D. Cox,
Esquire.
This D stands for the coldest. The coldest Esquire.
You've seen that college football player that has the coldest in his name, right?
No.
He played for like Nebraska.
It's an actual thing.
And so he
Because
had,
I always saw the Key and Peele thing where they made fun of that.
This was like last year. He was the coldest Crawford, and he had
he played in the Midwest, and then he had they have these deals now.
NIL deals,
where you can be sponsored, right? You can have sponsorships.
Yeah, you can get money.
So you had one for an AC company.
Bro. How good is that? Clip
that one in because...
Oh, my God. I'm trying to pull this up right now. I need to see the coldest.
I'm so glad we called SOS. Our AC is the coldest.
I'm always the coldest.
SOS to the rescue.
Hey, this is Dakota Crawford, wide receiver from Louisiana, now playing in Lincoln. When your AC isn't the coldest, you call SOS Heating and Cooling. Their techs don't make commissions, so they give you an honest opinion, fair pricing, and longer warranties than the competition guaranteed. Take it from the coldest. We will keep you cool this summer.
Coldest Crawford, Louisiana Tech Bulldogs.
There's a Louisiana Tech. Sorry.
That's hilarious. Let's see. 2023. Stats aren't great. And then it looks like 2 receives, 17 yards, 8.5 average. I mean, he's got positive yards on 2 catches. That's good. He's a wide receiver. What was his? It doesn't say what his what class he is. Let's see. Bio.
The ad came out in 2022.
Wide receiver.
So it's been 3 years.
He
retired
did play with Nebraska 2022, 2023, and Louisiana Tech 23-24. But his name is the coldest.
I love their ads because they can't have like the Nebraska logo and anything. So they kind of like blur it out at the end.
Yeah.
Like you can't see Nebraska, but you can wear generic red and white. That's fine. But
so he gave an interview on Twitter a long time ago when he was a kid. There's like images of this. This is ridiculous. Okay, anyway. He ran an 11.93 100. Not bad. I mean, it's not like super fast. He's not even that big either. 6'1", 190. He should be faster. That's probably why. I mean,
the coldest.
He is the coldest. Dude, but how much does that suck, right? Like, they name you the coldest Crawford. You got to live up to that shit. Like, Justin Wilson, what did they expect out of me? Nothing. Obviously. You gotta be the Iceman, you know? Like, I mean, I guess it's cool. But I wonder, like, growing up, and maybe because he's quite a bit younger than us, maybe he wouldn't get as much shit for it. But if you were the coldest in the 80s, the 90s, like when I was in, like, elementary school, bro, I'd get my ass beat all the time. More than I already did for being little and mouthy. I'd have been little, mouthy, and had a name that was, like, atypical. The coldest. Oh, my God. What would you name one of your children if you were going to name him something like that?
I don't even know, man. He is now at Butler Community College too.
Butler in El Dorado, Kansas?
I'm sure there's a different. It's like a grizzly bear kind of thing. Yeah.
Oh.
So he's kind of going backwards. He was a 4-star recruit, and then now he's at a community college. So, hey, sometimes things happen like that.
Need to get bigger, something like that. Maybe he'll go back to Florida.
I don't know. Maybe
afterwards.
El Dorado, Kansas.
FSU.
Yeah. That's where it is.
El Dorado. Nice try.
El Dorado?
El Dorado. That's how we say it.
What?
That's really close to my hometown.
Oh, well, that's where he's at.
Yeah, Butler.
Okay.
So Butler, Coffeyville, Independence, they're all real big on taking people who had a record. Maybe they're a little stupid. Maybe they're a little small.
Outside of Wichita. I see it.
Yep.
Interesting.
Getting them bigger, getting them what they need, getting their grades up to get them onto the NFL.
El
or to the bigger
Dorado.
schools to get to the NFL, hopefully.
El Dorado. That's not how you say it in Spanish, though. That's
okay.
That's where it comes. El Dorado.
Kansas is an American.
El Dorado. Got
in
it.
English. So in English, it's El Dorado.
Yeah, I guess
all
we
right.
say Nevada instead of Nevada.
Nevada.
Because Nevada. That's
all right.
Nevada.
Nevada
That'd be closer
is
to
different
Spanish.
than saying Nevada.
All right.
Right? Anybody who says Nevada, Nom Chomskins, they don't have your best interest at heart, and they don't know how to pronounce shit. Oregon. No one says it like that. Only tools do. So shut up. Anyway,
All right.
Dakotas Crawford. I love that name. That commercial was dope. Good for you. Get your money, buddy. I hope you enjoy Kansas. It's great.
This is not intended to be legal advice.
Yeah. 5-minute intro
this
starting with me bitching about Tim Tams.
This is not. We are attorneys. We are local attorneys.
Somehow.
Practicing in Las Vegas. Justin has some cases in Kansas as well.
Yeah, I got a trial coming up December.
I didn't hear about this one. What is it?
It's
a criminal?
It's a criminal case. I've got a 4-count misdemeanor bench trial going on.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, it should be good. I won the last one.
You did. All right. Well,
watch out.
This is not intended to be legal advice. Contact us if you want to become our client. This is just fun that we're talking about.
We're having a good time here. I won a trial today, in fact.
Yes, that's right. I was thinking what case, but yeah, you did. Pretty simple one.
It was something interesting. It was for a careless driving ticket. So I'm the Boulder City Municipal Prosecutor. I'm a contract employee. Now I'm back on my back to my roots. Subcontractor of a contractor. I'll eventually be the contractor, or we will. Sorry, the firm.
Really?
Yeah, it's a
nice
big firm. It's not
good.
Yeah, everything I do is so that your children can have a better life. All of them, because
he's single-handedly carrying this.
I don't know about all that.
There are a lot of them.
There's one side of our firm probably makes more money than the other one.
Yes,
but the other side's more fun. And we have more adventures.
And we only talk about criminal law here, even though we do mostly personal injury.
Yeah, well,
we talk about some crossovers sometimes, but usually based in criminal because it's so much more interesting. Applies to the common person.
Fuck, dude, common people get injured all the time.
But they don't care about that.
That's one thing
until
we
they're
don't
going
talk
through
about,
it, right?
Is that if you get hurt, there's a threshold where the case isn't going to be worth anything because it's too small for a lawyer to invest the time and money in. But outside of that, if you're in the arbitration program level, you should seek an attorney. You shouldn't let someone dick you over just because, I didn't break my arm or I didn't this, that, or the other. If you've been injured and you've been slighted, especially when it comes to property damage, you need to call somebody because that's what insurance companies are for, and you shouldn't let them get away with it. That's the justice seeker in me. Anyway, careless driving. This is funny. This is from the same defense attorney who's the only defense attorney I've ever heard in a Valdez Jimenez hearing, which is what we do here in
specific to Nevada.
But
it crosses over.
Yeah, they have them in other states, but it's not called that. Where we do a bail hearing, and you have to put certain things on the record for the court to assess bail. This attorney literally asked his client, you're not supposed to drive on a suspended license, right? The guy's like, yeah. Which is what he was charged with. And we're making bail arguments, but he hasn't been convicted. He hasn't even pled not guilty yet because he hasn't officially been charged, but it's coming. He's already charged now. You won't do it again, will you? No. And I'm like, can we move to sentencing, please? I'm just going to admit this. He admitted to it on the record. So today, this attorney is making argument for why it wasn't careless driving.
On a different case.
On a different case. He said, well, it wasn't an intentional act. She didn't intentionally almost hit the cop. She was messing around with her cell phone, which wasn't working right.
Don't need that intention.
And I'm like,
in careless driving.
I'm turning around and looking at other people thinking,
isn't that what careless means?
Yes. Yes. And so what I did, I like these little charts. And I was running late today because a different judge decided to spit in my mouth, but not in a good way, in a real bad, unpleasant way.
Send a client to jail.
Sent one of my clients to jail. For another case that he's not even on. It's a very complicated thing. And I honestly don't even know how to handle it because I've never seen this before. But I'm figuring it out. So I'm late to this. I get there. I'm frazzled. But what I did was I wrote the elements down. Operating a vehicle, careless or inattentive manner, potential danger to people or property. And so I wrote, police officer, defendant. Did they testify to it? Check, 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 check. The defense attorney satisfied the bottom two elements for me by his questioning. And I've never had that happen. And I said it on my final close, because when you do a close, the prosecution goes first, the defense closes, and then the prosecution gets kind of they sandwich it, right? It's a much shorter one. It was only maybe 20, 30 seconds for my second close. My first close was only a minute. It was pretty basic. It's based on the testimony we just got out. It's not that serious. It's a misdemeanor. It was pretty quick. But I'm sitting here and I said to the court, I was like, I've been practicing not as long as you, Your Honor, not as long as him, but this is the first time I've ever seen this in 9 years where the defense attorney admitted on the record that his client is guilty. And addressed the wrong standard. It's not intentional. It's careless. And these are the elements for careless. And the officer satisfied it with this testimony. The defendant satisfied it with that testimony, blah, blah, blah. And with that, the city rests. And it was a conviction. And we offered her a stay of adjudication, a higher fine, but she wouldn't have had anything on her record. And now she's got a careless driving on her record. And so this brings me back to the thing I was saying about the personal injury stuff. You need to have counsel who's not just competent. It's not that this guy's not competent. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that he maybe is overloaded or a little past his prime or isn't paying enough of attention. You need somebody who's going to be on the ball. And I think it's critical to pick attorneys. You know, they always talk about people being hungry, right? Hungry doesn't necessarily mean I'm trying to, hit home runs. It just means I want to do good work. It can mean a lot of things. For me, the thing that I offer, I think, all my clients is I'm very team oriented. So once you're on my team, fuck everybody else, right? I'm not going to violate the law to let you win, but I'm going to do everything I can. Like this morning in that judge, he had already ordered what he ordered. I left, went and talked to a couple people, did some research, and came back in and demanded to re-argue because I was put on the spot. And then my second argument was far more substantive because, again, I was able to look up some statutes that I was kind of blindsided with and re-argued for. And the client was like, yeah, no, I know you did your thing. He wasn't even tripping. He wasn't mad at me
Did
at
they
all.
bring him back out even?
They didn't even move him yet. He was still in the courtroom because there was nobody in the...
There wasn't anybody prepared. There were no other in custodies.
No, so he was just sitting there waiting.
They have their other in custodies come a little later.
Yeah.
He does like the out of custodies first.
Yeah. And
so that's interesting.
Or something like that. So anyway,
Okay.
I got to re-argue, and it's like a lot of attorneys would have been like, all right, well, I lost. I'm going to leave. And so that's not the way I operate. So it's that I hate losing, detest it, and I'm very team oriented. And so you won't find me doing those things. That was just kind of a example I wanted to give because I thought it was absolutely silly. This defense attorney, I could have not asked questions. You could mute me and just let me stand up there and move my mouth and only heard what he said, and they still would have lost.
Yeah, which is not how it should work. You have a right to remain silent.
He put her on the stand.
But she chose to waive her Fifth Amendment right.
She did, and the judge admonished her
testify.
and said, you don't have to do this. But yeah,
but there is an attorney influence that we have to take very seriously because we can, I don't know, sometimes it's a persuasion, but most of the time it's, okay, here are your options. This is what I think is best.
And here's why.
And
which
here
is the
is
important
why.
part. I always tell them why.
And I mean, 95% of the time it's going to be not testifying. It depends on the case. Like there's so many factors. We get to hear the prosecution's whole story first before making that decision. Like,
correct. And you can change your mind. You can say, oh, I'm going to testify and then not.
And then,
or vice versa.
As part of it, the judge does explain to you, and this is through case law over the years, the judge has to explain to you, hey, just so you know, either way, I have to say this is what you're doing by not testifying, or this is what you're doing by testifying. Okay, you're waiving your right, or you're not testifying, so you're kind of standing pat on what was said. But the jury has to be instructed, and this is not the common knowledge. If somebody does not testify,
you can't hold it against
the judge. Tells the jury over and over again, you cannot hold it against anyone. You are allowed to just remain silent.
Were you in there for that one case?
I know.
The jurors, we had two jurors that we got one struck.
But if you see this online, if you search like Twitter about people talking about people not testifying, that means they're guilty. That's what all the conclusions are. That means they're guilty. I would get up there and say something. You shouldn't.
Would you?
You're an idiot.
Would you if you were facing 10 to life?
You shouldn't.
And if you knew you were winning. And that's what I told him. That's why I got that fuckwit from California to finally agree to me. He was like, no, we got to put him on. We got to put him on. I was like, wait a minute. Are we winning right now? And he says, yes. And I'm like, then how can it make it any better for us? All it can do is make it worse. If we're already in the green, it's not like it can get more green. It's either green or it isn't. All that can do is take us into the fucking red.
Hey.
I'm not a mathematician, okay, or a gynecologist.
I did,
but I know science.
I am a mathematician. I was a math major, so
he is a mathematician.
Yeah,
look at him, Copernicus over here, fucking Galileo.
Not really much anymore.
Who did? Was it Newton that figured out gravity?
I saw a meme the other day that was like, bro, Newton just said stuff that happened. Apples fall when they fall out of trees. Everybody's out there saying he's all amazing and stuff. It's like, well, okay, something in motion stays in motion.
Yeah, if I push this ball, it's going to keep rolling.
Yeah,
dog.
bro, we know that. Like, why is he Why is he so famous? You know, but yeah, Newton had a lot about.
Yeah.
All right, I have a video for you, Justin. Don't know if you've seen this one. It's been popping up in the news.
I don't
It's
have news or any social media or
Just
anything.
something silly. We will include this Facebook a reel.
Why? What are we doing? This is disgusting.
This is not a sketch. It's definitely not your usual courthouse drama. No. What you have here is a sitting Arizona judge, yes, a judge, caught behind a bush, allegedly urinating in public, slurring through her own name, and arguing with police as her husband tried to intervene. The fallout from all of this? A resignation, a police citation, and body cam footage that is jaw-dropping. We're gonna
Jaw-dropping? Get the fuck out of here.
Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime.
Sidebar. I bet Austin wrote this guy's script for this. It's jaw-dropping, an Arizona judge dropping pants and sitting on body cam. I bet you will.
My brother
God.
sent me this and said, "You know what, Judge? You're in big trouble."
Urine. Not Y-O-U, but U-R-I.
So the headlines are always, you know,
Jaw-dropping,
sensationalist.
judge, unscrupulous,
Judge, where
phenomenal.
this lady
Can't believe it. Lights on or off. You be the judge.
this lady is a pro tem judge.
Oh my God.
So not
She's not even a real judge.
Kind of a judge, not really.
She's a judge sometimes. She's a part-time judge.
Yeah, what's a pro tem judge, Justin?
So a pro tem, you need pro tems because judges are just like everybody else. They have vacations, and don't get me wrong, they have incidents like if they get sick, if a family member dies, if they have to go somewhere,
Wake
if they
up
stub their
puking?
toe. Yeah, do you want your judge throwing up on the bench? Oh no, dude, they're fucking getting there. I want to grab that dude and invite him to class this week.
I think
for some
you might have
guillotine chokes.
He's a law and crime guy. Like
I don't care. I mean, he's doing that stupid.
I'm wondering if
clickbait
he's one of the
bullshit
ones
with his mouth.
They do that.
You do it too. Shut up! Don't laugh,
Yeah,
Austin.
you definitely do it, Austin. We try not to do it here, but Austin,
Like some of our shorts, they got that little sound. Oh,
he did this.
Is the ghost gonna pop out?
He did
now?
this spooky sounds with our
Well,
when we were
Halloween,
wearing
it's
the.
different. That's
I-
okay.
made
That makes sense. It's topical. But if you do this Halloween spooky ghost sound on Thanksgiving, you're stupid.
Hey, do we have the Law and Order
dun
sound?
dun dun.
Yeah. Are they? I thought you had that one.
Is it dun dun dun?
It's just dun dun. It's just
Oh.
two. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you got that. Where's the Taco Bell? We can't hear it because we don't have
Brilliant. Dun.
because we refuse
Live
headphones.
Moss, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I don't
So-
like that clickbait crap. But anyway, a pro tem judge is a stand-in judge. They're basically like on call. They have the qualifications. A lot of our pro tems are retired or
Like special
set. Maybe they were
special like
something.
SPD's office.
Yeah.
What
Jansen?
Andy,
Andy
the Asian guy, Andy Wong.
He
I think
steps
it's in.
Wong.
He
Yeah,
steps
he's
in
good. He's good
sometimes.
though. He's legit.
I don't know
Most-
where he works. Where's his normal job though? Is he an SPD?
I don't know. I've never seen.
He could be a federal. He could do federal and come in too. Like
be.
the federal public defender sometimes
Sure.
can be pro tem judges.
Yeah.
So it's basically somebody that is in the world. Like I had a lady this week who was in Bradford, and it was a lady who I've had cases against as a like an injury defense attorney for
Okay.
Sedgwick, and she was in the court, and a lot of them defer to the staff and be like, "Hey, what would the judge normally
Well,
do
the
here?"
good ones,
Like,
I think, punt the serious decisions.
Yes.
It's for
Yep.
the judge to decide, especially if it's a case that has a storied history.
but the headline being, "Hey, Arizona judge versus this is a pro tem like
Versus a cop.
She didn't even have to run
She
for
got a
it.
cop pissing in the street.
She just applied,
And
had
she
the
was behind a bush.
qualifications,
It's not like she was in the middle of the road. She had the
and what
yeah.
the funny part is her husband's like, which seems to happen is attorneys marry, other people in the political sphere. I think he was like a city planner or something, and he tried to just like get her and leave out of the cop site, but
Smart.
the cops had already dug in and saying, "No, you're going to you're impeding our investigation. We're going to arrest you if you don't." So they put him in cuffs because
Wah, wah,
he's a little
wah.
drunk too. They're out partying
It's
as you can,
also- it's-
as long as you're not
it's-
driving.
Yeah, she said she was waiting for an Uber, bro. She's being responsible and had to piss. What time was it? It's dark.
It was dark.
It's not like
I'd
she
have to
did
look
this at noon. It's not like she shit canned at noon and takes a piss on the street, right?
No, they're partying on the weekend, and that's how some people blow off steam, right?
She's living her fucking life, man.
All right.
I'm so annoyed by this.
Okay. Well, you know what it is.
Have you ever pissed in public? You ever at night walking after a bunch of Mountain Dews or something, whatever it is that you drink?
Not that
where
I
you
can
really
think
had to
of.
go or you had to go in a bottle in your car or something.
I mean, out camping, I have 100%.
okay,
Yeah,
but have you ever had to
not
do it like in a city?
No, because like here's the thing.
Because you don't drink.
When
right?
you go somewhere, we're going, and I'm out late. It's at the Strip, and there's bathrooms all over the casinos, so you can get in somewhere super easy.
Austin?
So I'm sure Austin has.
Austin, have you had to make urine? Okay.
It was 1:40 in the morning.
Yeah, give her a break, man.
1:40 in the
There's
morning
no
is the
children out.
timestamp I'm seeing.
What a tool.
It's not like she's flashing anybody.
And she like saw him coming and made sure she put everything away.
And this was
Now,
Friday
have you-
night, Saturday morning. So
Have you
it's
been
like,
stopped for it, Justin? Because
For what?
my friend did. We were on
mean,
Fremont, but the cop was funny. He was like, "Nobody wants to see it. It's tiny. Put it away." Go use the
Oh, they
bathroom.
went on the loudspeaker?
Yeah.
I've had some shit like that happen before where they talk shit to me. Like when they pulled us over in high school one time and dumped out all of our beer. And they were cool with us. We were up booze cruising. And they like looked through the car a little bit and they found a box of condoms. And they're like, he looks at those and he looks at us and he goes, "You boys couldn't get laid in a mortuary." And it's like, okay, well, you're not giving me a minor in possession, so I'm not going to say
so
anything.
he was going to dig into you because he's letting you off the hook, but he's like, "You're going to have to take this
Yeah,
one."
you're going to get ribbed a little bit.
But I mean, that's the thing we talk about golf. Golf guys just will pee out like, you got a tree or something. You just pee on the tree.
Yeah,
Don't wait for the bathroom.
You're
just,
out.
Just pee on the tree. It's mostly guys out there too. So it's like,
Yeah.
whatever.
Cart girl comes along, you'd wait. You don't be an animal. You don't piss in front of a woman, right? And
Yes.
it's different. I don't know.
But the classic joke when you're out with somebody, or have you heard this? When some guy's peeing, you say, "Hey, that's a crime, right?"
Oh, a grown man holding a little man's dick.
Yeah.
My favorite is if
Have you heard that one ever?
My favorite is if one of my buddies start to go, I
fantastic.
say, "Oh, it's like a real cock, only smaller." Sorry, Mr. Cox.
Yeah. He's
just
not
cursed
going to
him.
like that one.
That's fine.
It's all
He
right.
probably knows that men have to pee standing
Oh,
up.
I've golfed with him all the time. Yeah.
Does he know that men have to pee?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Does he know that you usually sit down to pee?
Yeah, we haven't discussed that, but I
He
guess
knows now.
I guess now he knows.
He knows now.
Wow.
It just feels better.
What a
No, it's what it
slam
is that
dunk on me.
his wife doesn't like the sound, and she tells him to sit down.
Yeah. You gotta listen to the boss.
Yeah.
All right, I have another one we talked about a little bit before. This is in Virginia. Okay.
Virginia,
In the state of Virginia.
state of.
The state of Virginia near the ocean. It's a city called Newport News. I've never heard of this city before, but it's called Newport News, Virginia. That sounds like
It sounds, it doesn't
Like,
sound like.
not like a city name.
No.
It's not Newport Beach. The city is Newport News, which is
So it did like.
which is so
Well, you know that back in the day, you could just start a city, right?
and just call it whatever you want.
Yeah, you could literally just start a city. Like we could get together as like guys that had industry. If you have
And this
a
is
logging
Cox
business,
Wilson.
and I've got a furniture business, and we could just make a city. We could call it Wilsonville or Shanesville or Dummy Austin or whatever.
That's the winner.
Or El Dorado. Yeah, I
El
get it.
Dorado, like that town in Kansas.
So this is
There's
a
also
girl,
a prison there.
girl by the name of Abigail Zwerner. She was, what did I say, 24 years old or 25 years old?
You didn't mention.
I told you how old she was. She was a pretty new teacher at a school. This one might be going off today because there was a big ruling today on this one. She was a teacher, and she was a first grade teacher in a first grade class, and a 6-year-old had brought a 9mm pistol to school, pointed it at her, pulled the trigger, shot her through her hand, and it ricocheted and embedded in her chest. She survived. Okay. Crazy story, right? So she is obviously affected by this a lot. She's better now. This is now 3 years down the road. She hires an attorney and she sues the school and the vice principal of that school because the vice principal had dealt with this child before. And the kid kind of had a record, a first grader, a 6-year-old, okay? A first grader. Her argument is that this first grader had enough glaring issues that the assistant principal should have known and should have warned and better protected the teacher from the situation. Okay. It is one of those where the civil trial already happened and the criminal charges are still pending. So there's a this vice principal, assistant principal, whatever it's called, had a child endangerment charge. Okay. Because all of the children in that room were unsafe. It was during normal class time. There was an assistant teacher who came in, somebody at that school who kind of held down this 6-year-old while the other teacher escorted out all the other students. She eventually passes out, as somebody who got shot might do.
Shocking.
So one interesting aspect.
Result. Teacher passes out after shot in the chest.
This is one of those.
That's what you sound like. Why are you fucking giggling?
Interesting result is that the civil trial happens before the criminal trial. That is rare because people have a right to a speedy trial in criminal cases.
Wait, you said it was a 6-year-old?
A 6-year-old, a first grader.
They have a criminal trial against a 6-year-old?
No, against you were typing and not listening. The vice principal for child endangerment.
Got my ass. Yeah, I wouldn't listen.
Child endangerment.
How's it going to be on the parents?
There can be.
Maybe.
There could be separate charges against the parents as well.
You need more facts.
You might not have insurance there that's really able to go after.
Also, maybe they did nothing wrong.
Maybe they did nothing wrong. I mean, they left a handgun unlocked for the kid to bring to school.
How do you know they left it unlocked?
I don't know. Maybe this kid's a genius.
Maybe they locked it. Maybe
they locked it and the kid... Or maybe the lock broke. I guess there are.
Or maybe it was in a place that he shouldn't have been able to get to.
Or maybe the 6-year-old was on the street buying a gun.
He had traded some boneless scrimp for that gun.
It was a Taurus, which are super cheap.
Trash.
You can get those. What do they go for? $200, which is insane. Like that's a price.
It's not quite as bad as High Point, but it's right above it.
Well, anyway, so this is kind of weird that the civil trial happens before the criminal trial.
You're saying because typically
it's opposite.
Yeah,
because typically you don't file the lawsuit. You usually have an amount of time where you're doing pre-litigation investigation.
With something like this, we'd file right away.
With something like this, you might file right away, but you have a right to a speedy trial in a criminal case.
No, which
and if it's
most
not
people
speedy,
don't invoke.
If it's not speedy, it's we're not sending it out a year or 2 years. You're setting it out 6 months, and then you get there again, and then push it back 6 months. The criminal trials just move in slower increments.
Usually,
when you set a civil trial, it's usually, hey, we need a year of discovery, and that's like a typical time frame we have here. And then we'll set the trial, a year and a half to 2 years later.
Correct.
The time has passed enough where criminal trial still hasn't happened. A lot of discovery for that. Like there's a lot of witness for that. But the civil trial happened, and the jury did decide that the vice principal was responsible in some part for damages.
For the actions of another party.
She was awarded $10 million. Okay.
How bad of a chest wound are we talking about?
Yeah. Okay. Well, getting shot by anybody, there's secondary effects and mental anguish and things that get awarded as well in that, right? So it's not just the injury. There's a mental aspect for a 24 or 25-year-old. Maybe they asked her, hey, have you ever been shot before? Because she had been shot before. Your mental anguish.
It's not as scary to you if you've been shot before.
I will give you $2.
But I mean, she's a young girl, right? Like 24, 25 years old. Didn't expect this. I wouldn't imagine anybody would expect this. Her testimony was very emotional. We'll see if we clip some of that in.
In her own words,
I thought I had died.
Former first grade teacher Abigail Werner described the horror of being shot by a 6-year-old student at Virginia's Rich Neck Elementary School.
I thought I was either on my way to heaven or in heaven.
Today's Werner took the stand in the civil trial against her former assistant principal, Ebony Parker, who she accuses of ignoring multiple warnings that a student had a gun back in early 2023.
My next memory is I see 2 coworkers around me, and I process that I'm hurt.
The bullet tore through her hand and lodged in her chest. just missing her heart.
Overall, I would say I do struggle with doing things.
In cross-examination, defense attorneys focused on Zwerner's actions that day.
Did you remove his backpack from the classroom?
No,
Did you search his backpack?
no.
Especially after she learned her student may have brought a weapon to school.
You still hadn't removed JT from the classroom?
No.
They also questioned whether Zwerner was really struggling from long-term physical and mental health issues. Showing direct messages Zwerner sent to both Taylor Swift and the music group Odessa, praising them after going to their live shows. The defense asked repeated questions about her decision to go to cosmetology school. Zwerner testified the latest surgery on her hand has made it impossible to get a job while she recovers. Her lawyers then wrapped up their case, and now the defense has a chance to call witnesses. The next day in court is Monday, Tom.
Cried.
I mean, she got shot. No wonder.
No, that's serious.
I would
right?
expect it to be emotional.
Said that she thought that her life was over.
She thought she was going to die.
Looks like she has a full recovery from what I'm seeing. So
I always want to be a jerk in these points and be like, I was murdered. Oh, were you, buddy? Were you murdered? Yeah, I'm dead.
I mean, nobody's going to look at that and say that the damages are low, the liability.
I mean,
are
maybe,
probably
but didn't you say that it didn't go through her?
It embedded in her chest. It went.
Well, what does that
ricocheted
mean?
off her head. I don't know.
If
dude.
it hits me here and it almost comes out, it's embedded in my chest. If it sticks in the front and you can touch the bullet, it's embedded in my chest. And those are two totally different things.
Yeah.
If the bullet ricochets, hits my hand, and then sticks in me, and I'm able to go, I'm gonna go, whoa! I'm lucky. But if you fool me once. But if it goes through me and I'm coughing up blood and sitting there like, oh shit, this is when I bleed out, that's a different story. Right?
Let me
what I'm
see.
saying? And I'm not trying to be a jerk. I don't know. I have a lot of questions.
She does have a scar in her hand. You can see the hole in her hand.
Let me see.
All right.
It hit her hard.
We got more info on it.
She
Collapsed
had
lung.
every right to be scared she was going to die.
Collapsed lung. That's enough. Walked out the students and then collapsed.
So that's the thing that I'm going to say
crazy.
about her.
That's awesome,
She's
dude.
a fucking gangster.
She's a hero. That is.
She got her students to safety, focused on them, and then collapsed, even though she was only sporting one of the two lungs that she should have had.
That's half of the air intake.
It's literally one half of the lungs you need.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I think you can get away with one, but it's not a great time. It's not ideal. It's not convenient. It's not efficient. There's a lot of other knots with that. But yeah, she's a gangster. If you got shot in the chest, you think you'd do that?
No. Maybe. I don't know. I think it's super interesting. We tackle items in the law. It fascinates me that have never happened in the history of the world before. If you can sue.
They've happened, but they haven't been litigated.
If you can sue, well, on this specific set of facts, right? A 6-year-old shooting a teacher, I don't think is a super common occurrence, right? And whether the assistant vice principal knew about all these issues before or not, and whether you can get compensated for that from the school, I don't think that's ever gone to a trial before, right? I don't think that specific issue has ever gone to a trial before, and you get it in front of a jury of your peers, and they decide, you know what? We think that what this vice principal did is enough.
Yep.
She had a duty to protect her students and the teacher, and she didn't do enough. Right. She could have prevented this.
What was the reasoning? What did they say?
That she knew about all these issues and didn't do anything. So her duty, she has a duty. And
the 6-year-old had a record.
A standard negligence claim is if you have a duty. Okay, first
duty, breach, causation, damage,
and you breach that duty. Okay, causation, damages. That's here. Another question.
She has the duty as the principal. It's breaching causation. Damages are there, obviously.
Damages is the easy one here.
Hail Satin.
So, is there a breach? And is she the cause? You're saying, is the child the interceding cause that she couldn't control?
Correct.
I mean, technically, usually we say that children don't have capacity.
I believe a 6-year-old in all jurisdictions is too young to prosecute.
Yeah, here it's 8 years old.
Isn't it usually the rule of 7 or some shit like that?
7, yeah. So it depends. It's state specific, and usually they don't still charge kids because they usually don't do stuff like that. because
there's tons of in the video or in the news lately. Like a kindergarten will bring a gun to school, they'll shoot their classmate.
I don't know how they get it, man. That's crazy.
Because the parents are fucking morons.
Yeah, well,
or children,
or the kids buying it on the street, right?
Yeah, I mean, I could tell you where to go get a hot gun. It's not hard. If I had the right amount of lunch money, I could get that. You know, I will get that.
When we were in school, yeah,
bro.
If they're $200 now.
What was I gonna say?
Something good.
Yeah, I had a fucking thought. I don't know. Whatever. It was a good thought, and it's gone now. You ruined it, Austin. I blame you. Hit yourself in the face harder.
All right. Are you done with this? Sorry.
I don't know, dude.
All right.
I just I have an issue with this. I guess the kid's record. The parents not having access. Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. Kids do shit that you don't expect. So my kid was walking into the living room. He's 22 months almost 2 years. I don't know if I'm supposed to keep telling it in months, but he's not quite 2. But he's pretty tall. He's like 36 or 7 inches. He's big for his age. He walks in, and what's he do? He can open the front door if I unlock it before this, but I'm walking in there, the dog crates are in there, and he walks up to the door and he goes, I'm like, what the fuck? This little bastard could... Bro, the lights are turning on and it sucks. Because, like, he can get out in the front yard now. That means, if I'm not paying attention, Sand Hill is right over there. It's 2 houses down from me. Cars on that road go 50 miles an hour.
Yep.
That's a dead kid. If I'm not paying attention, which I am. I always follow him around. What did you say? What do you say that I do?
You hover. You
I
helicopter.
Hover. I'm a helicopter.
He is.
Yeah, well, my kid almost died, and it sucked, and I don't want that to happen because he's the only one I'm ever going to have. So, yeah, whatever. I hover. I follow him around. I'm his friend. I ask him all the time, are we friends? Yep. But he also says yeah to things like, I think he just says it. You'll say yes to anything I ask, won't you?
It's been like 5 years.
Yep. Yeah, so the point of that is I did not know he could do that until I saw him do it. But presumably he'd already done it, which is why he just walked up and did it. He watched me do it at some point, which is where he learned it. So theoretically, if they see you put the gun, like, because I have an everyday carry, so now it went from one counter when he was just a tiny little baby to another counter, like, because, you know, islands have the raised middle, when he got a little bit bigger. But now that he can firmly reach the bottom one, it goes in a shelf at the top. But he can scoot his little, he's got like a step stool that enables him to wash his hands at the sink. He can scoot that over to the sink. So basically, he'll eat his lunch at this corner of the island, and the sink is on the other side. So he'll scoot it around to climb up to get to the sink. That means if he figured out what that thing was, and we had a ladder in there that was tall enough that he could reach, there isn't one. The one that he could reach is out in the garage. It's possible, but it'd be like 0.0000001%. Yeah, there's lots of things. He'd have to get into the garage, figure out how to get out of the garage with the ladder, lots of things. The point being, they can surprise you, and they can learn things. So maybe they shouldn't be held liable, is all I'm saying.
Okay.
Because you've got kids, and I'm sure they've done shit where you're like, what the fuck? How did you do that?
Yeah, like one of the things I'll tell you
have a 6-year-old, right?
I do have a 6-year-old.
There you go. What about that one?
No, the boys are always like.
But could that one do something you didn't expect ever?
I'll say a couple years ago, 2.5 years ago, my kid was just 2, and my wife had left out the front door and gone to physical therapy. And I'm showering, getting ready for work, and then somebody rings the doorbell, and they tell me that my kid had left out the front door, crossed the street, was in the neighbor's yard, and I'm like in a towel, you know, and I go to get my kid, I'm like, oh man, and then he wouldn't come back. I'm like in a towel, I can't hold him because I'm like, you know, kind of a messy situation where I'm just like,
couldn't hold the kid because you had to retain the towel.
Yes,
otherwise
yes,
the towel would...
yes, and I'm trying to get him. Hey, come on, let's go. Yeah, like
get over here.
Assert dominance. I am the white trash one in this neighborhood. Yeah, it's me.
That's me.
Yeah, so
I'm definitely the white trash one in my neighborhood.
So then I got one of those locks on the very top, you know, so he can't reach up there. So we've had that top lock for a while after that happened.
It's possible, right? Things happen. You don't want it to happen, but it could. I mean, like, thank God you live where you live.
Yeah,
could have been a problem if you lived where I lived and that happened. Because Bobby likes going down to the corner. He likes watching the cars. He thinks it's fun.
Yeah.
Dude, that like freaks me. Like I get my stomach like just thinking like what would happen if he got out.
Get one of them top locks, you know? Maybe.
It got busted somehow. I'll fix it.
Need to change things up, or a high bolt, right? Yeah, or just climb in the house. All right, I got another one that's just crazy, weird, whatever we want to call it. A guy by the name of Michael Scaletta Teets. Okay, Scaletta-Teets.
Teets.
T-E-A-T-E-S.
Teat.
Teets.
Like a teat.
Not that spelling.
I'm pretty sure that's how you spell teat.
No, not with E-S at the end.
Tetes.
So Tetes, maybe that's how you say it.
T-E-A-T is a nipple of the mammary gland of a female mammal from which the milk is sucked by the young.
Sure. Okay. Tetes. I don't know.
Listen, teats.
All right. So Michael.
All right, nipples.
Michael Scaletta Teets was for
just call him Teets, please.
For some reason in his life would dress up as a cop.
I can tell you why.
And respond to emergency calls.
His family screwed him by giving him nipple for a last.
Okay. He was impersonating.
Wait. How would he know they were?
Because those cameras are always, or the
Scanner?
audio, the scanners are
he just
available.
Oh my God. How would he not get his ass beat?
He would wear SWAT gear and have stamps, and has a reflective vest that says police on it. And they also have video of when they confront his wife about it, and his wife thought that he was actually a police officer, too. Yes. And he says he's retired Baltimore City, but he had a felony for something. He was supposed to be retiring, and so his wife thought that they had moved there, and he had been accepted into the force in the state of Washington. A whole big thing, okay? She was just never invited. Like, this guy is look at the picture of this guy. Here, I'll show you.
Is he super fit? He looks like a cop.
He looks like a cop, right? He looks just like a cop.
I always thought he was a damn cop.
Yeah.
He's got a body cam.
He's got the radio, like he's got everything. And there's in his car.
Secret squirrel. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And
was he doing anything bad? Or was he just trying to help?
The YouTube videos in the
Was he just trying to help, or was he doing something bad?
He wasn't doing anything bad ever.
Just weird.
Just really weird.
I am my brother's keeper, dude.
I want to read you. I think it might be. We talked a few weeks ago about like
I've never talked to you
before. The one mom that was sending all the texts to her daughter.
Oh, the one that was like saying gross shit.
I think sometimes you just go down a rabbit hole and like he's embarrassed by his former felony, getting kicked off his former force or whatever issues that he has. And so he needs to show his wife that he's a real cop.
You think he has mental health issues?
Whoa, diagnosis here. I'm not supposed to diagnose anybody.
Again, not a gynecologist.
Wow.
Pretty sure he's depressed.
All right.
Pretty sure he's depressed.
All right. Top comment.
Has, what's it called? What did they call it back in the day? Hysteria.
Hysteria.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you know what the prescription usually was? Yeah, like what they would do for them back in the day. It dealt. Yeah, right. I
think I know.
Are we allowed to say this on the air?
I don't know.
On the air, whatever we're on the line.
Describe.
So it was like hysteria was when women were having like depression or whatever. Typically, I think they associated with periods. But then afterwards, the psychiatrist would like masturbate them, and like the prescription was to cause them to have an orgasm, and that would be like the way that they would fix them.
That would be the healing. Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong; it's been a minute, but good time. Right? Everybody enjoys that. You've had at least 5.
All right.
Sorry, Mr. Cox.
All right. Top comment on YouTube of this. I am embarrassed to admit it, okay, from a guy named Stephen Gallagher. There was a period in my life where every day I'd wear a fake policeman's uniform, and I also had one of those detective's badges to impress people, and even an imitation firearm to intimidate folk. Then I turned 7 years old, and I got really into dinosaurs instead.
Oh, my God.
Hilarious.
I was like, whoa, this motherfucker.
Beat that out.
To intimidate folk. And then I turned 7 and like dinosaurs. Yeah, that's a brilliant comment.
I read that a couple weeks ago and was like, that's
Did
hilarious.
Did you guffaw?
I laughed and made sure to take a screenshot of it.
Into the night?
And then the next one is, and he turned up to court dressed as a judge.
Good. The thing, man, like I actually didn't think about this until you were listening to reading that comment, and I was like, man, what a sad like person that would be if that was really what was going on. But it was faking, so it's not as big. But
Just for the job you want, not the job you have.
Oh my God.
One important aspect of this, I don't know if we'll find this part, but he says, I thought it was a misdemeanor. I thought it was a misdemeanor. Could that be used as an admission of guilt? That he knew what he was doing was wrong?
Yes.
Okay. Don't talk to cops, folks. Like, a fake cop or a real cop
Proves
should know
the intent.
you shouldn't talk to cops because you admit elements. One of these, I'm presuming, okay, there's usually an intent element.
Right,
Because you
we
can
have
dress up as a cop.
costumes.
If somebody's dressed up as a cop around Halloween, everybody would understand. Security officers, to look more legitimate, have kind of near costumes to police officers. And they have words on them that sometimes says security or safety. They can't have specific words because intimidating a police officer is negative for the community, because somebody can come into your house that might not, want to be there if it's a criminal. So there is some idea behind impersonating police officers is a bad thing, because you could try and harm somebody actually by looking like a police officer.
Or
I don't see the harm in this
you
one.
could victimize them.
You can
Take
definitely
advantage of them because people
Yes.
listen to cops. Like,
Yep, they do.
Put your hands behind your back. Let me put these cuffs on you. Get in the back of my car.
Yep.
I'm going to listen.
And some
I mean, I'm gonna
criminals,
talk shit
some
the whole
criminals
time,
have
but-
done that to try and seduce people or subdue them in some way. It is
Seduce?
a theme. Subdue is a better word. I'm sorry. But yes, maybe that as well. So I just thought that comment was hilarious. I have a image of it. Definitely make sure to put that.
I love images.
Yeah. But had to read it for our audio listeners.
Isn't there a song about that? Arrest me, but make it sexy. The Cute and on Duty song?
No, I don't know that one. Okay. I have one more video for you. This is
Dude, why do I keep getting so many fucking phone calls?
along the same lines of something we've talked about before. And it's you, I think, get upset over these. It's about a wrong identification. Okay. Cops screwing up, maybe having good intentions and not intending to arrest the wrong person, but undoubtedly
Is it negligence?
arresting the wrong person.
Stupidity.
I don't know. Okay. Here's one for us.
Window down! Put the 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 window down! Put both of your hands out the window right now! Put both of your hands out the window!
I got commands.
Go ahead.
You, with an outside hand, reach out, open the door. Watch your crossfire. Okay, real slow, left hand, do it from the inside. You come out with a gun, we are going to end you. Do you understand? There you go. There you go. Come on out.
I gotta put the time clock.
Put it in park. Put it in park. Real slow. Everything real slow.
I'm gonna shoot you in your head if you come up with anything other than that.
All right, real slow.
Y'all got the
Hold on.
loan.
Slow down. Slow down. Somebody shut off that siren. Left hand, real slow across your body. Undo your seatbelt. I got you. You look at me, nobody else. You do what I say, you'll be okay. Real slow, come out of that car. You guys got cover?
Got cover.
Face away from me. Face away from me. Face that car. Walk back to me, real slow. Real slow. Real slow. Now move. Hands behind your back right now.
Oh, for what, man? I don't have any weapons. I just came from Costco, dude.
All right, do not move. Do not move. Now, my man, we're going to explain everything in a minute, but we're going to do it safe.
You want to put him in my car?
Yes, please.
Have a seat.
Bring him to one of our interview rooms.
I got you.
Pat, can you follow him? Gentlemen, not a word with him. Don't explain what's going on. Don't ask him no questions. Good?
Got you.
Copy.
All right, yeah.
No, interview room. Put him by my office.
All right.
Come on, man. We're going to explain everything in a minute, but we're going to do it safe.
Charlie Nora 49263. Hey, Tom, this is the right car. That's not the right car. This is the wrong car. CF 794663. Yeah, this is the wrong car.
We're all good.
This is the wrong car.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
CN.
But the plate don't match.
The last 4 or 5 are wrong.
It's the wrong plate.
Well, we got to talk to Dan about the fucking thing, you know?
Yep.
Take him out. Wrong car. Take him out. Wrong car.
Hop on, man.
Face the car.
That's the deal. Take you out of handcuffs. We'll get you going. Okay, I'm going to give you some information on who I am. We'll talk about what's going on, okay? But I want to take care of these handcuffs first. Oswego PD had a shooting. Car plates. The car is the same as yours. Plates match with. Wait, hold on.
No.
Hold on.
No.
Look at me.
No.
Plates match. 2 of them are off. All right. That's why you're placing handcuffs. We thought you were the guy.
No.
All right. You're not. I understand that. All right. Hey, listen. Look at me. I this up.
Okay.
Understand that? I'm going to give you my card. This is on me.
Absolutely.
Absolutely on me. Let's clear these roads.
Y'all threatening to shoot me in the head and shit. Don't move. Put your hands up. Like,
you're right.
This is ridiculous.
Okay. Well, listen.
This is ridiculous. I've been out here for 15 years and never have I once in my life. My man, nothing,
But
dude.
you have to look at it.
My man, nothing, dude. That shit.
He's got every right to.
Unacceptable.
You are absolutely
Especially you, Harvey. Especially you, bro.
Okay.
All right.
Oh man.
Before you start,
I get it, boys. Reading's hard, but like,
shooting.
It's tough because of that. But at the same time, like, what if they would have shot that guy? Like, what if he wouldn't have been perfectly compliant as he was? He was very slow and deliberate with his movements, but he responded to everything immediately. He didn't like do that thing where people like put your hands out the window,
and some of them don't.
and then they put their hands out the window.
We've had plenty of clients who are watching body cam footage, and the cop is saying something. They're drunk, like we watch a lot of DUI.
Oh my God,
and they
that
put
one-
their
that
put their
one,
hands in
I'm
their
just
pockets.
trying to go home. No shit, get out.
They put their
No.
they put their hands in their pockets, and to a cop, that's scary. Like it
Sure.
can be scary.
Especially if you have a suspicion that this person has already pulled a gun on somebody or something like that. You deem them to be a
Yes.
threat. But here's the question.
They have so much.
The license plate is whatever, last number is 456 instead of 465. Is that reasonable? To err is human, right?
Yeah.
Dude, it's annoying to me because like at what point?
If that guy would have just not complied or like.
What if they killed him? Because they can't read. And his license plate wasn't
That's
obscured.
rough.
It was like it had some schmutz on the end of it.
They read it wrong.
They read it wrong. I'm expected to read things
And
wrong.
the guy's just coming from Costco. Thankfully, not with his kids in the car. Can you imagine that?
And my favorite part of the whole thing.
Would they have acted different then if there's kids in the car?
Doubt it.
Man.
Because they're not focusing on that.
They
They're
see a
focusing
car
on-
seat and a
they're
kid,
focusing
though?
on
You don't
two
think that
things.
they'd act different?
Maybe.
Hopefully.
I hope they would. I would. But they're focusing on two things. Crossfire and
That's what they said in the
taking
video.
him.
Yeah.
And that's what I was like, that's what you're focused on? Not that there's 3 of you pointing guns at him and his hands are empty? He must have some real big magical powers.
Hey, but you can't see if they got a gun,
I understand
under
that, but
through
his
the
hands
door.
are out here.
That's why they got to open the door from outside.
I understand
right?
that, but his hands are here. And you've got one guy 10 feet away. I will shoot you in the fucking face, is what he says.
And
So
if you
a
had
lot of
done
times-
nothing wrong and that's what somebody says to you, man.
Ooh, we're going to have real problems.
Yeah.
You know what I'm going to say when I'm done? I'll be like, hey, I'm going to let this go. Put that belt down. Take that badge off for just a second. Let's see how fucking tough you really
Trial
are.
by combat. I challenge you.
No, nothing bad. We're just going to punch. We're going to have a little punch up. You're going home with a fucking black eye.
Like slap game or whatever,
Sure,
whatever
like
that is.
Power slap. Oh, just body shots? Ooh, I love that. I'll get you with the liver shot. Ooh. But yeah, I'm gonna be real mad if you point that gun at me. But the bigger problem for me is that, like, look, it's your responsibility as the police officer to make the correct call. I'm not a cop. I don't have to have a white hat. You do. You signed up for that job.
Yeah.
It is a tough job.
And you have to be exact and correct every time.
Yeah. That's one of the things that sucks about it. It's
Can't make
very
mistakes.
dangerous. It's sad sometimes. You have to deal with the worst parts of humanity. They should be paid more. They should be trained more. That's a thing that, like, if you told me, hey, your taxes are going to be reallocated, because I don't think they need to be increased. I think they need to be made more efficient. But yes, redistributed. Some of your money is going to be put into policing as a whole, from the federal level to the state level, to retrain, requalify, this, that, the other. I'd say great. Give them the help that they need, because someday they might help me. I've never personally been helped by a police officer. I've heard stories about it in, like, the myths that, like, they aren't just there to fuck your life up, that they are there to help you. Never happened to me. The times where, like, someone broke into the fucking Quick Trip parking lot when I was at work on a Thanksgiving, I was pulling a double, 16 hours that day because we were getting double time pay for it. Stole my stereo out of my car. Oh, they couldn't help us. Of course. But if I was speeding, they could certainly enforce that. Oh God! You know, I don't know, dude. I get it. It's tough. I wish them all the best, but I need them to behave appropriately
and stay away from you.
And stay the fuck away from me.
That's
Yeah, I don't do
always...
shit. Stop pulling me over for speeding, officer fuckface.
Wasn't that fast.
I wasn't even going that fast, and my kid pissed himself, and that's why I was trying to get home. He said, potty? And I'm like, dude,
we're getting there.
I would love to get you home so you could pee. But Officer Fuckwit had to pull me over. And the worst part, at the end, he, like, kind of leaned in. Thank you for your cooperation. Because he could tell I was annoyed, but I wasn't being disrespectful. You know, I didn't even ask him to give me a break. I was like, once he handed me the ticket, I was like, oh, you're doing it for the exact speed, huh? You know?
Oh, he didn't even knock it down.
Didn't knock it down.
Wow.
And I was compliant. I did everything, hands at 10 and 2. Weapon was put in the center console, so he didn't even need to know it was there.
Bro.
Yeah.
He did you dirty.
He did. And I've talked to a couple of officers because I immediately hit somebody up that I know. Apparently, he's just a fucking douchebag.
Yeah.
He's 5'7", weighs 140 pounds, and he's a weak man.
All right.
And I invite him to come to the gym. I will drop him on his fucking head.
All right. Listener question. What is an area of law that you each refuse to practice in?
Family
why
law.
won't you practice in it? Family law. Yeah, I mean, that's the answer, right? Because anything that I've ever dealt with that even comes close to family law and interpersonal relationships going south is just absolutely, there's no logic in it. There's no clean thinking. It's all complicated, convoluted, like being upset about what your ex-spouse has because you're putting all of your anger that you have for this person, and exes hate each other more than anybody else in the whole entire world, right? Like that's, can you think of somebody you don't like more than like an ex, right?
My mom.
That's, yeah, well, family, right? is just a mess and emotional, and people don't think rationally, and it's like,
and they're willing to burn their own world down to fuck yours over.
Yes.
But lawyers make a lot of money doing it.
Yes.
Family, dude, I've heard universally that you get paid.
Yeah.
Because think about it. The second thing to your liberty that you want is that emotional gratification of, you know what? Fuck her. She cheated on me. I wasted 10 years of my life with her. Whatever. I'll set it all on fire before I'll give it to you. You want some of the money? Have it. Get her. Come on. That's next to freedom. Is that like spiteful whatever that people do?
Spiteful hatred.
And it's not good. It's like it's next to ego, but it's like the bad version of it. It's like vengeance. Yeah,
I've seen so many family lawyers say, like, a client paid me $20,000 to fight over a $50 microwave. You know, anything like that. All right, that's it.
And we're getting canceled.
Thanks for coming to another episode of Tangled Rights.
Masturbate. I said a bunch of words.
No.
Do children watch this shit?
Bye. My kids sure don't.
Good.
Peace.
What you trying to say?